Welcome to the AmCham channel. I'm Anthony Galliano, President of the American Chamber of Commerce in Cambodia. Today, we have a very special interview. We are going to hold a golf tournament on March 5th. AmCham will have a charity golf tournament. AmCham is very much keen on CSR, so we've decided not to have a commercial golf tournament, but a charity golf tournament. And we wanted to pick what we think is a very important charity, something we could donate and feel great about, something that fits in with the American philosophy of giving and maybe even correcting in this case. So today, I have the honor of speaking to Senior Minister, His Excellency Ly Thuch, First Vice President of the Cambodian Mine Action and Victim Assistance Authority. Welcome, Your Excellency.
Welcome, thank you.
We're good friends, so we're going to have a casual conversation today. We're going to talk about all the good things that's happening in terms of demining and why AmCham also wants to donate to this cause. So for those that don't know you, and I think you're very famous, but in case those that don't know you, can you give us a little bit of your background?
Thank you, Galliano, for coming over to talk to me today. I've been in public service for over 30 years. I work at the Ministry of Development, at the Ministry of Environment. I also was once a member of Parliament. So I spent the rest of my life being in public service, serving the people in this country.
Thank you very much. It's an incredible career. And,
Thank you.
And really one of philanthropy and helping. So this cause that you have today is perfect for your profile, for what you're doing. Landmines problem is quite extensive in Cambodia and in other parts of the world, Africa as well. We've seen celebrities take up that cause. Lady Diana was very famous for taking up demining. Can you describe the problem in Cambodia? How did it start and what's been done about it over the years?
Well, landmines in Cambodia has been well documented. We are among top 3 countries in the world in terms of landmines, affected countries, Iraq and Afghanistan and Cambodia. We are top 3. Unfortunately, Cambodia have a very heavy legacy of the war. From mid-60s, we have regional war. We call it Vietnam War. We have a lot of bombs dropped from the sky on our soil, and then of course our own internal conflicts, civil war, we say, which lasted over 30 years, ended in 1998 December by the very efficient win-win policies introduced by our prime ministers at that time. So regional war in the 60s, and then our own internal war had given a very strong legacy of mine contamination in this country.
Okay. It's a pretty historic problem and a lot of mines to clear given the various conflicts that occurred in the country. So the Cambodian Mine Action and Victim Assistance Authority is doing some great work here. And this is really being the first vice president of this. Can you describe this organization and the work it does?
Thank you very much, Anthony. Clearing landmines and other ERW has been a wonderful job that our government has been doing. How we organize ourselves? Well, we have a CMAA, Cambodian Mine Action Authority, and the president of this authority is Prime Minister of Cambodia, Prime Minister Dicho Hun Sen, and I am sitting as first vice president. This is a government general chief of staff on my action sector. We had the mandate to coordinate, to lead, to coordinate my action sector in this country. We represent the government, with various organizations, regional, international organizations, and also here in Cambodia, we work closely with the donor communities, and also, of course, with our national and international operators who clear landmines on the ground. So this authority is a government body and have the mandate to coordinate, to lead and coordinate the mine action sector in this country.
Okay. And there is quite a lot of donations given to this effort. So who are the typical donors of these?
Well, we have Cambodia has been fortunate to have a lot of friendly countries which support Cambodia over the years. They contributed a lot to my actions. They help clear a lot of landmines and ERW. So those countries we currently helping us. United States of America, of course, United States. We are grateful to American people for supporting mine clearance in this country over the years. United States has contributed more than $100 million so far. We have also Japan, big donors also. We have China, we have the UK, United Kingdom, we have Germany, we have Australia. I spent also over $100 million. We have Switzerland, we have Canada, South Korea, New Zealand, also our current donors. Besides that, we have broader countries which had contributed to my actions in the past, as in France, Spain, Ireland, Belgium, EU, and of course we do not forget the UN, UNDP, also a big part of our My Action family.
So this has been a very successful operation over the years. As you said, there's been decades and decades of mine planting, so they have to be demined. I'm very happy to join you and KEP to do this over the weekend, because KEP is now a mine-free province. So this is a massive success. Can you describe the successes over the years that the organization is doing?
Thank you, Anthony, for your questions. Over the past 30 years, starting from 1992, Cambodia has introduced massive mine clearance programs. And over the past 30 years, we have remarkable achievements. 2,300 square kilometers of contaminated land have been cleared, returned to the people, the farmers, with safe, they can work on this land with safety and confidence that no casualties happened. So it's three sides of Phnom Penh. Phnom Penh is around 700 square kilometers. So when we cleared more than 2,300 square kilometers in seaside Phnom Penh, or seaside Singapore. It's a lot. And the people who benefit from our work is over 7 million population, so almost 50% of our population. And of course, as you're well aware, we have very sad records of casualties. We had registered over 65,000 casualties, with a lot of people disabilities and so on. And of course, one landmine cleared is mean one whole family saved, So we continue to have to clear those items, harmful items, landmines and ERW, so that the people can live in safety and the land open permanently for others purposes.
People are living in danger with these landmines surrounding them. So this work is so important, not only to take care of the risk of having these people living there, but also the reuse of the land itself. So once the land is clear, it could be used for farming or other purposes, correct?
Yes. So it is very important to get those lands safe for our people. I personally saw a family in Battambong, in a remote village. That area was a former battlefield, heavily contaminated. And at that time, I saw a young girl amputated. She was on a landmine, and her family also former soldiers at that time. in the past. So it was very hard to see that those young kids continue to suffer from the legacy of the war. Those kids had nothing to do with the war, but they become victims of the war. So we need to really join hands to clear, to destroy those landmines and others remnants of war in Cambodia. There's so many of them. In the Cambodia, we have, as you're well aware, we have 25 provinces. All the 25 provinces have been affected by more or less those landmines and ERW. In the northwestern part of Cambodia, mostly landmines along the Thai border from Koh Kong to Previa. Landmines, a lot of them. And then you go to the northeast part, it's more cluster bombs. And then you have here the rest of the region of Cambodia, you have more landmines and others remnants of war, more or less.
Well, AmCham really respects this cause. AmCham wants to contribute and to help the country and to help in the demining. So AmCham has decided in this golf tournament to have all the charitable proceeds that we get for this cause, and also to gather sponsors, which we have already begun to get great interest. So it's important to us that our members, when they're looking at CSR, it's not only within, but also to help the country. So AmCham is going to definitely do this cause, and we'd like to understand how this donation would work. Svay Rieng province, that would be the area where we would be looking at, and how long would it take, and who's going to do it? They have operators that do it, so just a little background on that.
Thank you very much, Anthony, for coming over again, and of course we are grateful to AmCham for being interested in these humanitarian projects and programs. Like I like to tell you that when it comes to compassion, kindness, and generosity, there's no size. Your contribution will be always very much valuable for our people, because one landmine cleared and destroyed, it means many lives saved. These days, our rural poor farmers, when they go to the field to work on the land, the whole family, the wife and the kids, stay at home worried. They worried that, will my husband come back alive? Will my husband come back amputated? Or will he come back safe and sound? These are the concerns, these are the stress that our rural people in those communities which have been contaminated, they are experiencing every day. So AmCham kind support and contribution to clear a landmine in Svay Rieng. We have selected a landmine with its size more than 3 hectares, 3.5 hectares, and have landmines there. So we are very grateful to AmCham for really extending your compassion and kindness and generosity to support mine clearance in Svay Rieng. We wish to get you along with us so that together we can declare mine-free Cambodia in 2025. It's our goal, and it is also our shared goal from our friendly countries and other individuals, and including AmCham. We are so grateful to you for really stepping in to engage in this very helpful sector.
If I could ask you one last question.
Yes.
This has obviously been a passion of yours, demining, and you have made this a personal cause, I can see as well. Why is this particular cause so important to you?
Well, I think that I've been an orphan since 9 years old. My Cameroon killed my parents, and since then I've been, working with my passion and compassion to assist others in any way possible. I'm a victim of the war, and of course, doing something that make other people have a better future, better hope, better living. We deserve to do something for them.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency. Again, on March 5th, AmCham will be holding a charity golf tournament. Those proceeds will go to the demining of the village in the Svay Rieng province. We ask all that are interested in golfing, please attend the golf tournament. I think you'll be there as well, Your Excellency.
Yes.
Right. Well, you could talk a bit more about the cause while you're there. Mm-hmm. And also, anybody that the generosity of sponsoring for this cause, we would really be very grateful. Thank you again, Your Excellency.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for spending time with us.
Thank you.
And we really look forward to the golf tournament on March 5th. Thank you.
Thank you.